welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies offense takes the field. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Williams looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! Fitted in the window for the score.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Unloads quickly, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Lawson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Williams will pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Plows through the defense. Makes a man miss. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, drop.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal, and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll run play action. He's got him. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
He's going to take off. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Stanford wants to push the pace. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emtman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front of the defensive line eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary at linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Brown will throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's 4. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Williams.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Finds the tight end.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as...
A shot toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give as they work on that clock. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll go right back to him. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get